Evil has come here today, and none of us know why yet, but it doesn't really change the fact that 3 beautiful children are gone.
A vigil is a show of strength, unity, proof that even in our darkest hour, we don't stand alone.
It was just notifying the parents that their children had died. I mean, it's unbelievable. I can't imagine the pain that they felt.
You read about these things happening in other places, and you always hear you never expect it to happen here, and it did.
But for as powerful and necessary as that may be to a city like Nashville this week, the site of another school shooting, it can be sobering to think about just how many Americans have also stood with candles in their hands, in shock and silence, after gun violence in their community.
Aren't you guys tired of being here and having to cover all of these mass shootings?
This mother survived the Highland Park, Illinois parade shooting last summer. This week, she stepped in front of the cameras and behind the microphones after a police briefing.
How are our children still dying, and why are we failing them? Gun violence is the #1 killer of children and teens. It has overtaken cars.
But many times, no words are needed to show the pain felt in a place like this. You see it in the eyes of those praying and placing flowers at the entrance to the Covenant School. This week on The Race, we look forward to what can be done when it comes to gun violence in the wake of yet another school shooting in America.
You see it on the news all the time, and now it happening like just blocks away from my house. It's just, it's gone too far.
This is the entrance to the Covenant School in Nashville. You can see the memorial that's grown over the last couple of days. People have come through leaving teddy bears and flowers and messages in honor of the 6 lives that were lost this week. I see a woman here, she's holding this sign. It just says, why? That's the question so many people are asking, not just here in Nashville, but across the country after another school shooting.
Why? Why it has to be the children? Why? Nobody has an answer for that. No. Nobody has an answer for why the children have to get involved with so many, the grown-up problem, the grown-up politics. Why?
For as large and recognizable as Nashville may be, the Nashville, where we spent much of our time this week, had nothing to do with the nightlife and music that draw so many here. Green Hills, where the Covenant School is located, is a place where people raise families and get away from the hustle and bustle of downtown. Drive around, you'll see a church on what feels like every corner. It's why I called B.J. Brack. His church is 1.5 miles from where this attack happened.
The Green Hills community, we have 7 churches in the heart of Green Hills. Faith is a central part of who we kind of feel like we are in this community. We're on the buckle of the Bible Belt here in Nashville, and for this to happen right here, well, I'm telling you, it can happen everywhere. Yeah, B.J. Brack. I'm the senior pastor here at Calvary.
How's everybody doing at your church with what happened so close to it?
Well, I think we're still all a little shocked. I mean, we're kind of numb. I don't know, today I almost have some sense of anger that this continues to keep happening over and over again in our country. You know, our families were texting me last night saying, you know, I have to tell our sons today that their friend's sister's not coming home. You know, how do we do that?
people looking for advice in these moments, what do you say?
You know, you just point them to the hope that we have in God. You know, our faith points us to a point that death's not the end. But it's hard when it's someone so young and who had their whole life in front of them and is just taken away too fast.
Is it difficult to hold on to that hope?
It is a little bit. You know, you feel like just giving up because it doesn't feel like anything's going to change and it doesn't get any better. But that's where our faith comes in, and we know that there is ultimate hope in God. And
there's kind of that anger that I think everybody feels, and then it leads to what can be a very political conversation and a difficult conversation. What's the best way to talk about those issues to try and find a way that maybe we haven't in the past?
I wish I knew the answer. I think we all wish we knew the answer to that question. I think there's multiple layers of this conversation that have to happen, and we seem to be unwilling to have the conversations in this country. I mean, there is a mental health issue that we need to address. There's people who just feel lost and are alone and need a community to walk beside them and help them. There's a gun issue in this country, and we're going to have to address problems with gun reform, and I mean, these things don't happen in other countries, and so we've got to learn from them and figure out how we can be better. Our children deserve better.
More to come on the race. Stick with us.